my estheticians. Today I want to show you what we do behind the scenes at Esthetician Board Prep. This is a live Zoom session with some of my students where we go over practice exam questions. I kind of break down what each question is asking for and how you should approach to answer it. We'll go over a few of the sample questions that we went over in our live Zoom session so you have an idea of what we do. If you're interested, click the link below so you can learn more about our program and how you can become a leader in the aesthetics world. Now let's get to it. So what does hydrophilic mean?
Water loving.
Okay, so hydro means water and philic means loving. So you're right, hydrophilic. And if there is the surfactant, what is a surfactant? Why do we even use surfactants? Because the question is asking the two parts of a surfactant is the oil loving end and the water loving end, or the hydrophilic end. But what is a surfactant? I think it would be nice to know that, to be 1000% sure you're answering the correct answer. Think of surfactant like soap, right? A soap is actually made up of oils and water, two parts in it. And then a surfactant, you're basically trying to just use both of these layers, the oil loving and the water loving, to take grease off of something, or to basically clean an area up, because it's contaminated. A surfactant just helps get rid of the oil and the water loving areas, of a product, for example, like a greasy product. So that's basically what a surfactant does. It's just is a type of an ingredient or a solution that helps get rid of both of these things that products have in it, the oil parts and the water parts in a product. So you can think of a surfactant like that. All right, what would be the lipophilic end? Lipo, have you heard of liposuction?
Yeah, so
Yeah, so lipo, what are we sucking out when we do liposuction? Fat, right? So
yeah.
lipo would mean fat, philic means loving, so fat loving end. So fat is also kind of like oil, so it doesn't make sense to have an oil loving end and a fat loving end, because then nothing's going to dissolve. Okay, most bacteria are one-celled organisms, multi-celled organisms, pathogenic. All are non-pathogenic. So what would you guys think the answer to this is?
Pathogenic.
Most bacteria are pathogenic. All right. What about you, Manolo?
Yeah, I also agree. Pathogenic, most bacteria.
All right, let's check. So that is incorrect.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this one's it's not tricky. It's like we got to think about it a little bit more in detail, okay? So most bacteria are pathogenic is what we initially thought, right? But if you think about it, most of the bacteria that's in your body is in your GI tract, right? Your guts. And they actually help you digest majority of the food that we eat. So they're not causing any problems to your body, because pathogenic means like causing harm, right? Non-pathogenic means they're not causing harm. They're just chilling and relaxing. So they're just helping you, they're just helping you live your daily life. The bacteria on your skin, majority of the bacteria on your skin, they're not doing anything. They're just acting as a barrier for you. Right. So the bacteria in our mouth, everywhere, they're not causing much harm. You don't even know that they're there. You only start to know that bacteria are present when they cause problems, such as acne, such as, pus in your body, or infections, things like that, abscesses.
And that's only when there's like oil present, right? When there's
Majority of it, yes, because the bacteria that we are studying in skin are mostly oil-loving bacteria. They don't need oxygen to survive. Bacteria are, they are not pathogenic. But one of the choices in here says all are non-pathogenic. So that's not a good answer, because they're not all non-pathogenic. There are some that are pathogenic, the ones that we study. So that's why these two, I would say, are not that are not the answer. And then most bacteria are multi-celled organisms. Well, if you kind of think about the bacteria chapter that I did, we talk about diplococci, we talk about streptococci, we talk about all sorts of bacteria. But the unique thing about all these bacteria is that they're all one-celled organism, just one cell. They live in clusters, or they live in groups, or they live in strings, but they're all one-celled organisms. So the answer here, I would agree, is one-celled organism. Take four. All right, my estheticians, I hope this was helpful in seeing what we do at Esthetician Board Prep. We go through tons of practice exam materials so that we can get prepared to pass the state board exam the first time. In our streamlined 21 days, we go through so many different topics and hitting high yields on each of those topics so that you are well prepared not only to pass the exam, but to excel in this industry. If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave them below, and I sure will respond to them personally. All right, see you on the next one.